Have you ever wanted to know how to stop your income from crashing every time a contract ends? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why that keeps happening and how to stop it so you never have to chase another contract again. Do you have a consulting business or are you just on a contract treadmill? Here's how you find out. Every time a contract ends, are you just rushing trying to figure out where to get your next contract from? Are you calling recruiters? Are you DMing recruiters? Are you just hoping and praying that somebody picks you for your next job? If that's the case, then you do not have a consulting business. You might be amazing at what you do, but if your income and your contracts are controlled by recruiters, by job boards, and they're not in your control, you are missing out on a huge leverage. So I want you to take a second and imagine this. If there were no more recruiters, if job boards disappear, will you still have a consulting business? Will you still be able to get clients? The answer to this question for most consultants is no. And I can relate because that was me over and over and over again until I realized something really important: how to manage my own pipeline. You might be wondering, how does it look like if you own your own pipeline? If you actually own your own clients, you can talk to them directly instead of relying on recruiters or other third parties to bring those clients to you. This appears in three pillars. In a minute, I'm going to show you one question that you can ask after each project that will literally change your business. So stick with me, I'll get that question to you. Pillar one is positioning: what you're known for and who thinks of you instantly when a problem comes up. Most IT consultants, we hide behind our job title. I'm an IT business analyst, I'm a project manager, and the list goes on and on and on. And a business owner consultant sounds like this: I help teams that are data heavy get clarity on the data, their positioning, so that leaders make decisions seamlessly. And then that leads to clarity for projects and bigger initiatives. You see the difference? The difference is clarity on your position on who you serve, not hiding behind your job titles that mean nothing to your ideal customers. Pillar two is pipeline. And this is so important because consultants typically give out their ownership of the pipeline. They hand it over to job boards, they hand it over to recruiters. Pipeline is how can people who want your services, who are able to pay you, find you. And IT business owners or consultant business owners are able to leverage this by being present on LinkedIn, on other platforms, social media, so that they can control the conversations that they have with these ideal customers, the decision makers that are interested in the products. So setting up a systematic way to keep your pipeline flowing is the key to controlling your income. And I've heard this so many times that consultants think they need a huge following to really reach their ideal clients, but you don't. You don't need tens and thousands of followers. I myself don't have a lot of followers, but I am able to communicate with my ideal customers because I am present. I build those pipeline to keep in communication with those clients. If this information is already resonating with you, then you are in the right place because this is what I help consultants develop. I help IT consultants build their own pipeline. I teach this in my masterclass. I have the link below so that you can click and register. Come join me and learn exactly how to set up your own pipeline so that you stop relying on recruiters, job boards, and control your own income. Pillar three is pricing. And many times consultants, again, we give that up. We give it up to recruiters to tell us what the rate is. If you're playing that game, you're losing a lot of your revenue to the recruiting or agency company. This is how you get paid for the work that you do. If you're playing the game, what is the rate for this certain project? You're already at a disadvantage. Because by asking what is the rate, that means that person you're having the conversation with controls it. They controls your income and your pipeline. Here's how to change that. Once your positioning is clear, and you are building your own pipeline and have consistent communication with your ideal customers, then you can transition from rate services to a value-based service. You can position your offers in a way where that it supplement your life, your income, your time, and money freedom. Instead of saying my rate is $80 an hour, here's a new position in our offer. My offer is 10K and I can solve your backlog issues and set up user stories from your start of your projects till the end of it. And I can also engage with your users to ensure that UAT and user acceptance is done properly. So here's the thing. When your positioning is generic, your pipeline is outsourced, and your price is whatever they offer, then you are stuck chasing contracts endlessly. Fix these three things, and then you are running a consulting business instead of chasing contracts. You're designing that business that you are excited to leave your 9 to 5 job for the time freedom, the flexibility, and the higher income. Remember that one question that I mentioned in the beginning. After each project, instead of thinking, oh, it's done, I want you to stop and think about this. What is the problem that I solved on this project? What is the issue that they had that I helped solve? So after this video, here's your homework. I want you to think of your last, most recent 3 IT projects. Sit down and write down the business results that you saw. And I know this can be tricky if you haven't thought this way before. This is you strategically planning your business. Once you're able to write that down, not just the task that you completed, but the actual problem that you solved. And then that is the starting point of your consulting business. Those would then transition into the offer that you provide. If this resonated with you and you're so over living contract to contract, follow for more tips. Every week, I post new video on Wednesday. Join my free masterclass if you want to know the exact step-by-step in how to solve these problems and build the consulting business that you dream of.